Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Black and Blue. This movie stars Naomi Harris, Mike Colter, Frank Grillo, Tyrese Gibson, and Nafisa Williams. And basically, this is a story of Naomi Harris's character. She's Elisa West. She's a veteran from the Army. She comes back home to New Orleans, where she grew up and where her mother died, and she went off to join the Army and serve in Afghanistan. So she comes back to New Orleans to become a cop. Okay, and she's wanting to do the right thing, and of course we see things are black and white are not quite black and white. We actually get told by she gets told by one of her partners. She's covering a shift for a partner, and she gets told by the veteran officer, listen, you're not black anymore, you're blue. Okay, it's going to be us basically against them. And she's wanting to do the right thing and wanting to be a by the book cop and treat people fairly and stuff. But she sees how the people in the neighborhood are treated and stuff, and how they don't even cops don't even show up to one particular housing project. It's because the crime is so bad in it, and just she sees the injustices and stuff, but she's still trying to be a cop and do the right thing and be honorable. But of course, when she's out with this veteran partner, and she's told, like you see in the trailer, she's told to stay in the car, but she actually hears some gunshots, and she actually gets out of the car thinking that maybe her partner's in trouble. And she goes into this abandoned building where she sees her partner and some undercover cops. They're are having a back and forth with what looks like a drug suspect. And when one of the cops just pulls out a gun and blankly unloads a couple of bullets in him. Okay, and the cops see that, and like you see in the trailer, they basically try to kill her because they want to get that body cam footage back because she's wearing body cam, and she actually having to film this. And of course, the majority of this movie is them spending trying to get her, and with a bunch of corrupt cops, and she's trying to stay alive long enough to get this footage out and to see. But of course, she has to deal with the corrupt cops. She has to deal with the local hood guys that want revenge for their fellow drug dealer getting shot and stuff. And so she's battling all this, and she only really has one ally, somebody that she grew up with, played by Tyrese Gibson. He plays Milo Mouse Jackson, a guy that kind of works in a convenience store, and he kind of helps her along, somewhat reluctantly, but he helps her along, to try to basically stay alive. And I really actually enjoyed this movie a lot. Naomi Harris, who plays Elisa West, the officer, the veteran and stuff, she's really believable. You can believe that she's a cop, and you believe that she wants to do the right thing, and she's having this struggle of to stay alive, and it's believable to me. She, I think, gives a really good performance in this movie. And of course, you have Mike Colter, aka Luke Cage, and he plays one of the local drug dealers whose nephew was one of the guys that got murdered by the corrupt cops. And so he's telling all his boys to look for this dirty cop who he's been told by the corrupt cops she's the one that did it. So he's playing this big rough pit guy that's he wants revenge for his nephew. And then you have Frank Grillo, who was Crossbones in the Avengers movie, or excuse me, the Captain America movies. He plays Terry Malone, one of the corrupt cops that's on the hunt for Elisa West, trying to get that body cam footage. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. Again, Naomi Harris is just she carries the movie. Her, and I have to give Tyrese Gibson his props too. He really does. And Frank Grillo, who always gives a great performance, so is this corrupt cop who's basically, they're trying to call in all the resources, all their dirty cops, to try to track her down and get this body cam footage and silence her from because she has that she has the murder on camera. So they're trying to get, and at the same time the cops are using their resources to hunt her down, have everybody hunt her down, and have even the bad guys trying to hunt her down. So she basically has to survive, and it's a really good movie in the way it plays out. It's predictable, but it's still an enjoyable movie. And again, Naomi Harris is really a charismatic actress, and I definitely want to see her get more roles because I think she's really good. I remember her, of course, she's Moneypenny in the new James Bond movies, but she was in Moonlight as the crack addicted mom. Okay, but she's been in a lot of different things. But Naomi Harris is a really good actress, and I would definitely like to see her in more things. And this movie works because of her. Okay, because she pulls up and she's totally believable. It's this cop that's basically fighting for her life and trying to survive. She has the people against her, don't want to get involved, and then she has these cops that are after her, and the bad guys are after her. So she's getting it from all sides, and she has to survive, with the help of Mouse, played by Tyrese Gibson, to survive, to try to get that body cam footage on and expose these dirty cops. And I have to say, the screening I went to, there were people in the theater just cheering her on, and that was nice to see when you get people so invested in the movie they start cheering and speaking to the screen. That was just fun to watch and made the movie extra enjoyable and stuff. People were just having visual reactions to what was going on screen, which I thought was really nice. Again, so I'm going to give Black and Blue, which I really enjoyed, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, sure, you can pretty much, you can predict what's going to happen pretty much, I think, for the most part, but it's still an enjoyable ride to watch, and that's, again, mostly because of Naomie Harris and Frank Grillo and Tyrese Gibson, Mike Colter. They give good backup. And we even have Nafisa Williams, who's Black Lightning. She plays one of the older daughter on Black Lightning. She's in it. Her role's more a smaller role, but she's, again, one of these other people that knew Elisa West when she was growing up, and so her role's kind of minor in it, but she's in it as well. But I enjoyed this movie. 7.5 for me. Anyway, let me know what you think of the movie. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have social. Sorry for that interruption. Yeah. Anyway, I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel called Views and Pains. Check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.